Alright, now what I think I'm going to do is just put a little bit of blue, the extra fine glitter for the angel's dress, and I'm just going to use some of the crystal diamond glitter just to add a little bit of sheen to these two for her wings. Alright, so we'll get started on that, and then we'll come back when those are done. But what I am going to use is just, as always, Mod Podge to put the base down on, and I'm just going to sprinkle it lightly. I'm not going to cover the entire thing, but the Mod Podge will also add as a sealant to the shells to kind of give it a little bit more protection. As you can see, I'm going ahead and putting the Mod Podge on the shell here. I'm going to be trying to stay away from these edges right here. This is where I'm going to be gluing the wings on, so I don't want to get a lot of glitter and Mod Podge there where it can kind of come loose. I'm just going to place this onto a sheet of paper so I can sprinkle my glitter. And like I said, I don't want a solid coating, just want to add that little bit of sheen to it, make it look a little bit iridescent, make it look a little bit more celestial, heavenly. It is an angel, and I am really loving the glitter this year for some reason. I can't tell you why, but I am. Alright, so we'll set him down. And what I'm going to do is just take my glitter, dump it back in, all the extra into the container. And then I'm going to go back and do pretty much the same thing with our angel wings. Okay, now that I have these just with a little bit of color, a little bit of sparkle on them, I'm going to go ahead and glue these together. And again, I'm using my hot glue. This is a project that, under perfect circumstances, I would be using a glue like E6000. Unfortunately, my tube of E6000 is still AWOL. So I am going to have to use hot glue for these demonstration purposes, but it will turn out, as long as it's not receiving heavy use, you can hang it on your tree, it still won't be an issue. So what I'm going to do is put a fairly liberal amount there, where I'll be putting the first wing. Again, this is the high temp hot glue. Right, and then over here, again, a fairly liberal amount, and I do have this on high temp. There we go. Now for what we'll be using as the head. As soon as these cool down a little bit, we will be gluing this portion up here. And it will be on, we'll be attaching it to the 3 shells as well, just to give it some additional security here to help it hold on better. Okay. And again, a fairly liberal amount. Just going to make sure that is on fairly well. Okay, and The advantage to hot glue is it does dry quickly. It doesn't hold as strongly as the E6000, so if you have E6000 or any of that type of glue, absolutely use it for these projects. They're a little bit heavier. They do need that additional strength, and I will be going back when I find it and redoing these with the better glue. But as you can see, they do come out quite cute. And again, here is the angel. For a second project today, I'll be using the sea glass that I have available, and I'm going to be making a wreath ornament. I love the natural look of sea glass, and I think it would look just beautiful with the Christmas light shining through it. So let's go ahead and get started and make a wreath ornament out of these. Alright, now to start, I'm going to take some of the bigger pieces to make the back of the wreath. I have to kind of play with how it's going to look. Okay, we'll start with that, and we'll just glue these pieces together. And we will be adding smaller pieces on top of these. Alright, and here is your natural sea glass wreath. I did embellishment with just a few seashells, and the last thing we need to do is just tie a ribbon onto it. Here is our, hold this over white, you'll be able to see it better. Our sea glass wreath, and again the angel. Alright, and the only thing this needs is to have a ribbon glued to the back in order to hold it up. The last thing I'm going to be doing is another smaller angel, and this was just something I decided to do spur of the moment. It's going to be a sea glass angel. So basically I found some pieces of sea glass that I would like to use, and this is just going to add just a little bit of height so I can glue this piece on that kind of lends to the feel that the angel does have a dress. Alright, and then I found this in with my shells. It's just a beautiful little mica look shell, and I thought that would be perfect to use here as the head of the angel. So this will be a smaller ornament, but I'm going to glue them together. I think it will be cute if you're doing a sea glass tree, or I'm sorry, a nautical themed tree. If you just want to have that type of decoration hanging in your window, it can be used year round, but it is just another idea. So what I'm going to do is be liberal here with the hot glue again. Sans the glue we need. Just need to play with this, get it where we want it. And the other thing about that other glue is it doesn't take nearly as much to have that strong hold we're looking for. And just go ahead and cut those out as well. This little piece, I'm going to take a dab of that glue. It's a very light piece, and we're just going to slip it right in there for the head. Alright, there we go. And I'm just going to flip it over Again, make sure this is held on fairly well. Give that a chance to cool off and dry. Okay, and there is your there's your little sea glass angel that you can use pretty much anywhere you like. It would even be cute hanging from a dashboard as your little guardian angel in your car. Alright, and that is it for today. Just using the shells and the sea glass I had to make some more ornaments. Enjoy your evening, and we will see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.